Coming up this month on Roanoke County Today, we will hear about the 419 Corridor Study kickoff event and visit the new Collision Reporting Center. Coming up on RCT.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Welcome back to the show. Last month, Roanoke County, the City of Roanoke, and Accident Support Services opened the nation's first collision reporting center. Here to talk more about it are Sergeant Tim Wyatt and Center Manager Derek Wilson. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks. Sure. So, Sergeant Wyatt, tell us a little bit about the purpose of the Collision Reporting Center. What brought that need on?
Well, this concept had been very successful for more than 2 decades in Canada. And the way it works is collisions that are reported to a dispatch center, if they meet certain criteria, that is property damage to the vehicles only, then they are referred for the driver and the vehicle to come to the Collision Reporting Center to report that crash. Now, so we decided to try this in the United States, and believe it or not, here we are in Little Roanoke Valley is the first such center to open across the United States. The process is a vehicle collision occurs, the drivers contact 911, then an officer will be dispatched to the scene, and they will check to make sure that nobody is injured. They'll also check to make sure that the collision qualifies to be referred to the Collision Reporting Center. And basically that criteria is simply that there's only damage to the 2 vehicles involved, nobody's injured, there's no hazardous material, no other criminal offenses at play, etc. Then they will help those 2 drivers to exchange information so that each of them will have the other driver's information that will be needed once they get to the Collision Reporting Center. They'll also give them a map and instructions of how to get to the Collision Reporting Center. Then those drivers come to the Collision Reporting Center to report that crash. Now, this is a tremendous benefit to the police departments that are involved with this process, simply because it takes at least about 45 minutes for an officer to complete a crash report. So that time that would have been spent writing a property damage collision report can now be spent with those officers out enforcing traffic laws to help to prevent crashes. It'll also help to clear the scene much quicker, which will also reduce the risk for secondary collisions, which makes it safer for other motorists as well as the officers and as well as the parties that were involved in a collision. So there's a great time benefit. There's also an officer and public safety element to the process.
Right, so very important from a law enforcement standpoint. Derek, walk us through the process. Once a citizen arrives with their vehicle that has been involved in a crash, what do they experience when they get here to the center?
Well, we welcome them into the center. We understand they've had a crash and it's not really an enjoyable experience, but we'll welcome them into the center. We'll go out and take pictures of their vehicle. Those pictures are available to the insurance company should the insurance company need those. They also have to have their driver's license, registration, and insurance information with them at that time, so we'll ask them that. And the driver obviously has to report. So those are the important things in the beginning that we need to find out. At that point, we'll once we do the photos, we'll bring them back and start to begin the crash report, and we'll go through a series of questions that we ask them about the crash and what happened and so forth. Once we complete that series of questions, we'll have the driver complete a statement, and then they also have to sign a consent for us to release the information to the police department and to their insurance company.
Okay, so fairly simple process. How long does it take someone who's here?
It depends. Generally, I'd say between 20 and 35 minutes or so.
Okay, so you're eliminating the need for people to go home and make all the phone calls they need. They come here and they can handle everything here at the center.
Absolutely, and if they do, they are offered to call their insurance company here. Then we have phones available for them to do that. If they choose to do that, then sometimes it does take a little bit longer to go through the process. But that's a big advantage because we can get on the phone if we need to with the folks and talk with the insurance companies, and they have everything available here to complete the process. And when they leave, they're done, and basically their insurance company can acquire all that information that we gather from us.
Okay, so it's almost like a one-stop shop here.
Exactly.
Take care of it all.
Yeah.
Good. And have you had positive feedback from those
We've had
who've
a
been
lot
here?
of positive feedback. Yeah, a lot of, and Sergeant Wyatt obviously gave you some of the advantages of this program. The other advantages is, it gets the person off of the road quicker, so it prevents secondary crashes. The officer, as he mentioned, can go on and do more productive things with their time. And then the person who had the crash can also go on about their day and do whatever they were going to do before they had the crash. And they've got 48 hours to report to the center to report their accident.
Okay, very good. Now, if people want to find out more information, where's a good place for them to visit?
They can go to the Roanoke County Police Department website, and there
Okay.
will be a link there to the Roanoke Valley Collision Reporting Center.
Okay, and all the information that you all just talked about is also on that site.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you both for joining us, telling us more about the center and how easy it will be for citizens. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
We'll be right back.
It's Roanoke County's unofficial downtown, but it doesn't look like most main streets you know. Roanoke County is reimagining Route 419 near Tanglewood as a new destination for businesses and residents, a place that will serve pedestrians and cyclists just as well as motorists. We need your thoughts about the stores, services, and amenities that will help make this area a distinct and vibrant destination. For more information about upcoming community meetings and how to share your ideas, see our website at roanokecountyva.gov/419.
Volunteer firefighters respond to all types of emergencies. Volunteer firefighters fight fires. Volunteer firefighters save lives. Do you have what it takes? Visit RoanokeCountyVA.gov/FRVolunteer or call 540-777-8706 to become a Roanoke County Fire and Rescue volunteer firefighter.
The last Artisan Saturday of this season will be on Saturday, November 5th at Explore Park. And it's a wonderful day out in the park. Not only can you enjoy all the amenities that the park has to offer, but our artisans are out there demonstrating all of their crafts, and they're also for sale. And it's just a wonderful opportunity to see how artisans actually produce what they sell. For instance, the woodworkers and dulcimer players, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful day at the park. And what makes this particular Saturday so much fun is that we're also going to have, since it's close to the very end of our season for this year, we're going to have a huge sale in our gift shop. And it's just going to be a great opportunity to come and really get some special pricing on some really special merchandise. And in addition to that, we also have music, we also have children's crafts going on, we have some activities for kids, and all of it's free. I mean, unless of course you decide to buy something from one of our fabulous artisans, everything is absolutely free that day. It has been a fabulous program. This is the second year that we've instituted it, and each year it grows in attendance and it also grows in enthusiasm. For instance, this August, we did an Artisan Saturday, and we had over 21 artisans out there demonstrating and selling their wares, and it was wonderful. We have weavers who come out who bring a portable loom with them. So I mean, there's all kinds of opportunities to learn about what's going on, and also to just watch these folks. It's just fascinating. On the last Saturday this year, we've decided we're also going to do some special pricing within the gift shop, because we will close for the season, and not, at least the gift shop will, not the park of course, but the gift shop will close. So we're going to do special pricing on a lot. I mean, we have t-shirts, we have all kinds of souvenirs. We also have some really, really fine books that are signed by authors. We actually, in this Artisan Saturday, will have an author come up who's actually going to be signing some of his books, and we have another gal who's an author who'll be there as well. So it's a very special day, because not only can you see all these wonderful craftspeople at work, but you also have an opportunity to buy the beautiful merchandise that they produce. This is Artisan Saturdays. It is Saturday, November 5th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Roanoke County's Explore Park, which is off of milepost 115 on the Blue Ridge Parkway.
The South County Library is now a designated passport acceptance facility. Passport applications are taken by appointment during these hours only, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Monday and Tuesday evenings, 6 to 8 p.m. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call the South County Library at 540-777-8782. Details are also located on the County Library website, roanokecountyva.gov/passports.
Welcome back to the show. Roanoke County recently initiated a 419 Town Center study plan, and here to tell us more about it is Philip Thompson, Deputy Director of Planning for the county. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. So we've talked before about the 419 Town Center.
Right.
So give us a recap of what the study is about and where we're going.
Sure. So, Roanoke County is looking at our existing commercial corridors, trying to identify opportunities for additional higher density commercial and residential development. And so the first corridor that we're really looking at is the 419 corridor from Route 220 to Starkey Road. And so that's the corridor we're looking at, and that's what the study will be about.
Okay, and recently the county kicked off, had a kickoff event.
Correct.
Tell us what happened there.
All right, so we had our kickoff visioning event on September 15th at the Holiday Inn Tanglewood. We had approximately 150 people attend, which is great for a community meeting. And so we had our consultant, Stantec Urban Places Group, lead the attendees through a series of 3 different exercises. And so the first exercise was kind of a visual assessment. There was different pictures on 2 posters about what qualities that people want to see as far as in a town center. And so the results from that were that the most common themes or concepts that came out of that were that people wanted to see shared public outdoor spaces, that they wanted to have active first floor mixed-use developments. They wanted to have green space, and they also wanted to see activities for children. So then the second exercise that they did was kind of a visioning exercise of what did people really want to see as far as in the town center. And again, there was lots of results, but the most common themes were providing green space and taking advantage of the surrounding natural beauty, having a variety of transportation alternatives, especially for those people who don't drive. There should be a variety of living spaces, and that could be done with condos and rentals, whether they were standalone buildings or in buildings that were above retail. The center should have a sense of community and an outdoor gathering space, as well as having activities for all ages. And then the third activity was looking really at what are some of the strengths and weaknesses of the town center. And so they kind of worked in tables, and they came up with a variety of different things. So some of the strengths were its location, that it's centrally located, it's close to downtown, that there's plenty of space, commercial space that's available for redevelopment, that there was the demographics of the area have higher income, higher education levels, the people of the community, that there's a diverse background, young families, and then also there was natural beauty, as well as I think people are ready for a change for this area. As far as weaknesses are concerned, it dealt with mainly traffic, that there's a lack of mobility. Topography was another issue because maybe some areas would be hard to develop. And those were some of the weaknesses that were mentioned.
Okay, well, you really covered a lot
Right.
of great input from people. And what's the next opportunity for people to participate in?
All right, so we'll have a series of meetings and workshops in mid-November. That's November 14th, 15th, and 16th. No.
Okay.
Yeah, 14th, 15th, and 16th at the Holiday in Tanglewood.
Okay.
Our consultants will have on Monday, November 14th, there'll be a meeting in the evening, and that'll be for our consultants to go over the existing conditions in the market study. They will also have all the community input and feedback that they've received and kind of have an overall vision statement for the plan. And they'll receive feedback on that on Tuesday, November 15th. There'll be a design workshop, and it'll be during the day where people can come in and give their ideas or concepts about how they'd like to see the area be developed and designed. And then on Wednesday night, there'll be another evening meeting, and that will be really to take what the public has said during the design workshop and reveal 2 to 3 different development alternatives for the study.
Okay, so great opportunities for people to put their input in for what it may look like in the future.
Correct.
Good. And what are the next steps after that design workshop?
Right. So after the design workshop, they'll do some additional economic feasibility analysis. The consultants will start developing a draft plan. We anticipate having the draft plan by the end of January. Or early February timeframe. We'll then have a public meeting on that draft plan, probably in February, with the idea of having a finalized plan by the end of March.
Okay. Well, this is a lengthy process, but in the end, it will be a great progress for 419.
That's correct.
Very good. And where can people find out more information?
The project website has all this information. It's at www.roanokecountyva.gov/419.
Okay. Thank you for sharing the information, and we hope that our viewers will come out and participate in some of these community meetings. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Sure, I'm participating for 2 reasons. First of all, I live in the area. I just live around the corner on Starkey Road, and very interested to hear about the exciting plans. And I'm also appointed to the Economic Development Authority for the county, servicing the Cave Spring District. So this is a very exciting time for the Economic Development Authority as well, to have an opportunity to develop this critical area for the county.
I'm the manager at Magnolia in the Forum, and we are in a 1,400 square foot space, and we've been in Roanoke County for 3 years, and our business is growing. Roanoke County is a great part of town for us to, it's an interior design business for us to work in, and with the growth and the new families coming in, we need more space to showcase the goods and materials and textiles we can have.
For lots of reasons. For 28 years, my office was within walking distance of Tanglewood Mall, and I've loved this area for years, and I believed in it. And this is one of the most exciting times I've seen in Roanoke County in many years, and I'm happy to be a part of it. I chair the Economic Development Authority for Roanoke County, and I'm excited. I met with the consultants this morning. It's a great day for Roanoke County.
Interested in what's being proposed because we've been here 42 years and raised 4 children here. We are business owners on the 419 corridor, played against sports, and we have 3 of our 4 children that moved away after college. They have since, 3 of them have come back. We'd like them to stay here. So it just interested in seeing what's going to develop.
We are very excited about what's going to be happening on 419 in Roanoke County in the future. We have a lot of opportunity here, and I think a lot of potential to help make 419 in Southwest County a great place for retail, for office, for living, working, for our community and citizens.
Well, I think personally it's an opportunity for us to come together as a community and really leverage this tremendous asset we have, and also take the opportunity to make improvements, and then just, you know, the quality of life issues that we all come to know and love here.
The 419 planning study personally means to me it's an opportunity to, I grew up in Roanoke, so it's an opportunity to participate in the growth process, to watch Roanoke be and become the town that as an adult I'm growing into and that I'm raising my child in. So I want it to have some family-friendly elements. I want to have a great place to shop and hang out with my friends, and, you know.
Nothing other than the fact that I think the county is being proactive. They're looking at an asset that we have that is not where it needs to be, but looking at where it could be. And I think we've got the best is yet to come for this whole corridor right here. And I'm excited to be a small part of that. Excited about what we're here tonight.
The planning study means growth in our community, and means bringing younger people back into the community. I just think, you know, that Roanoke loses a lot of their young after college, young adults. They move on to find other areas because of opportunity.
The planning study to me is actually an important part of what I do every day. So, you know, we're always looking for opportunities for new retailers to have new locations, for new businesses to move into Southwest County along the 419 corridor. So it's very important to me, our clients, and our community for what's going to happen here.
Well, I think it's important for all of us to at least be informed, and then also have an opportunity to provide feedback to the county and the merchants and the commercial industries that are involved to get the best solution possible for the assets that we have here.
I feel like it's important to participate in this study because I'm choosing to live here, and my fellow Roanokans are choosing to live here, and Roanokers. And I'm invested in where I live. We plan on being here for a while, and I want it to be a great place.
Well, I think as citizens of Roanoke County, we need to be involved, and we need to step up and be a part of the process. And I think we're blessed to have the opportunity to do that. And consultants I met with this morning are really great guys that seem to understand what needs to be done, and I'm anxious to see the process start tonight and be unveiled over the next 6 months.
I think it's important for us to be here because we are the community, and we should have an active part in what's being, you know, proposed in the end results. I think we should have a say in what is transpiring.
I think if we have an opportunity to provide any kind of knowledge or insight or anything that we know from living here, that we can come and give those thoughts or ideas to help the process.
Do you have a neighborhood concern in Roanoke County? You can now report zoning violations online by using the Neighborhood Concern Submission Form. Simply select a zoning code and add any details about your concern. Provide your name and contact info and choose to opt in so we can provide you with follow-up reports. Enter an address for your concern or select the location from the map and click Submit Entry. You will receive a case number that lets you track the status of your concern at any time. Submit your neighborhood concerns at roanokecountyva.gov/zoning app.
All right, I know this isn't any fun to talk about, but we should. Okay, so who's gonna do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice.
And I'll try to get the generator going without any gas.
Oh, let's not forget the cell phones, which probably won't work.
Right.
And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
Well, I think we couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
Welcome back to Roanoke County Today. My name is Brian Klingenpeel, and I'm the Community Outreach Coordinator for Roanoke County Fire and Rescue. I'm guessing that you probably don't hesitate to check the date on your milk or on your cheese. But when was the last time that you checked the date on your smoke alarm? This is Fire Prevention Month, and the theme this year is Don't Wait, Check the Date. And we're talking about your smoke alarms. Did you know that your smoke alarm has a 10-year life? If your smoke alarm is older than 10 years old, you need to get rid of it and get a new one. Now, how do you check the date on your smoke alarm? Foods like milk and cheese, it's easy to find the date, but you can actually check the date on your smoke alarm too. It's located usually on the back or the inside of the smoke alarm if you have one that opens up, and it will tell you the date that it was manufactured. If it's now older than 10 years old, it's time to get a new one. And so we hope that our citizens in Roanoke County will take this month to check their smoke alarms, not only test them and make sure they work, not only make sure it has a fresh battery in it, but also check that date and make sure that you've got a smoke alarm that's working and that is within that 10-year time frame. If it's older than 10 years, then it's time to get a new smoke alarm. But this is also called Fire Prevention Month. A smoke alarm is for when you already have a fire in progress, and we hope that never happens to you. But how do we prevent the fire from happening in the first place? The number one cause of house fires across the nation and right here in Roanoke County is cooking fires. So we want to remind you this month that if you have something on the stove, you really need to stay with it. And the best way to put out a grease fire is by using a lid that fits the pan to cover the fire and then turn off the heat. That's the best way to deal with a grease fire in the kitchen. The second most common cause of fires that we see across the nation, and again right here in Roanoke County, has to do with smoking. And so if you have smokers in your home, please remind them to smoke outside, and if they're gonna smoke inside, please provide them with some sturdy, deep ashtrays. We want to make sure that everyone is safe at home. So we really want you to prevent the fire from ever happening in the first place by watching what you cook and being careful with those smoking materials. And we also want to make sure that if a fire ever happens, that you have a working smoke alarm in your home. Having a working smoke alarm in your home doubles the chance that you and your family will get out safe. Also, a reminder to please have a fire escape plan. Know where you're going in case of a fire. Know 2 ways out of every room in your house, and make sure you and the folks in your house practice. That's right, have a fire drill. That's the best way to be prepared in case there's ever a fire in your home. If you have any safety questions, if there's anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me at 540-777-8718, or you can find us on the web at www.roanokecountyva.gov/fire-rescue.
Have you ever had an emergency? Immediately, you call 911, and for that instant, all you can do is put your life in the hands of the men and women who come to save the day. As an EMT, you step into that world and make a huge impact in the lives of people who need help. As an EMT, you could be the one person who could change a life forever. This is the mission of the Vinton First Aid Crew. The Vinton First Aid Crew is looking for volunteers who would like to help with their community. Some of the benefits of becoming a volunteer include training opportunities, working in an amazing building with up-to-date technology, having a flexible schedule, become part of the active competition team, volunteer incentives for future jobs, and more. For more information on becoming a volunteer with the Vinton First Aid Crew, call 540-983-0641, send an email to volunteer@vintonems.com, or you can visit their website at vintonems.com.